Because I've got 3 little children, 2 5 years and 1 4 year, so to deal with them on my own was really difficult. I used to hit my kids, I used to push them, hit them and force them to do things. But since I'm the parent power cause, it's been there's been a really big difference with how I treat my kids. So now, because I learned that you don't have to force your kids to do things. You talk to them kindly and they'll just obey you. So I've learned that from you, Jessica, and from the parent power classes. And I've learned also how to use the reward chat. That's been so helpful more than any other thing I can say, because I still use it up till today. It's still on the wall in my living room. So each time the kids...
One of the parents she totally turned herself around. She was so nervous before and used to come in and ask me for help, and I'd do my best, as a teacher. But now she's like, she has her magazine, she quite often comes in and shows me her magazines, and basically she just, it's turned her, she's got so much confidence now, and she realises actually it's her role as the mum in the house to control the behaviour. Which before she was just being having the behaviour done to her rather than controlling it, and I just think it's given her.
Well, basically I'm a single mum, and I think it's nice to hear other people's experiences and know that people are going through the same thing as you are. Also it gives you good tips on how to handle your children and how to get the best out.
Yes, of course. It taught me how to spend a quality time with Hayley. Doing fun things together without getting boring quickly. Now I think she's better than before, because before I used to shout, but now I try to explain things calmly, and it works better.
I was outside the school one afternoon when one of the parents who attended Parent Power was having some trouble with their children, and she was floundering a bit and saying, I don't know what to do, I don't know what to do. And it was quite difficult behaviour, and I told her that she didn't know what to do, she'd be the Parent Power course, and that she needed to have a think about what she learned in those sessions. And then she got hold on things, and she sorted out the problem, as she was perfectly capable of doing. But until reminded of what she'd learned at Parent Power, I don't think she realised she had access to that knowledge and that understanding of what it was she could do. And she managed to diffuse quite a dramatic situation.
Some are not, but basically you have to work at the new techniques or they're not going to happen. It's all about time and effort. If you don't put the effort in, it's not going to work. But plus it's nice to come here and have the support of other parents, because it's a good support to have someone else in the same situation as you are.
And it doesn't stop. And it's also about saying to them that you don't just send your children to our school and hand them over and expect us to do everything. We work in partnership. You have a role to play. Schools make only roughly 20% of an impact on children's total life chances. The other 80% is made by parents in the outside world, so they need to realise that they have a real role and a real responsibility in the development and the learning of their children. So it just all seemed to fit the bill. The way that you came in, the way that you spoke to the parents in assembly, the positive response has all been absolutely fantastic, and it's been far better than we could have ever imagined. I'd thoroughly recommend it to all other head teachers, and we hope that it continues, and we hope that you run another programme.
I was really heartened by one parent who came and told me at the end of the second Parent Power session in this particular school that I'd made her feel normal, and she was so pleased that she had come along, and she would definitely be coming back next week, because for the first time she'd been able to express her frustrations and her difficulties as a lone parent, and hearing other people's stories and feeling supported by those people made her feel much more positive and confident about being a parent. And it's instances like that where you really see that you've touched an individual and you can see that you're being a catalyst for change. It's just a wonderful experience.